What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. First of all, the topic of interracial dating on social media gets more complex, convoluted, and there's more volume added to the conversation almost every year. You have less marriages between the United States population as a whole, and in between black people as a whole. We're the lowest married group. And so for those of us who want to get married, most of us are still marrying inside the group, but then you have those people who have decided to take their talent someplace else. This has culminated, or actually been the catalyst for certain groups like SYSBM, or more recently the Passport Bros, and on the opposite side of that, the divestment community. And there are a lot of times harsh words in between these two groups towards one another, but sometimes we have people who just marry interracial just because, you know, they don't have necessarily a preference for a white person or a black person. They just have a preference for a decent person. I believe this to be the case with Gabby Sidibe, who we know her from her iconic role as Precious in the movie Precious. Now, 2 years back, she got married to her husband, and the husband is, I believe, either he's a Jewish or a Caucasian guy, Brandon Frankel. He's also very busy in the entertainment business like her, and they're having a lovely time. But some pictures came out about the two of them. All right. Now, before we get married, before we come back to this, a lot of brothers were shocked that she got married at all, especially to somebody of a European heritage. Okay. And there's a sister on TikTok that has a pretty good video about this when it happened. And then I'm going to come back and play it.
Gabourey Sidibe just recently announced that she is actually married to her fiance. They got engaged last year, 2021. I think she says she met him on a dating app in 2020. And they are now married. Now, Gabourey is the type of woman in the black community that most of these black men would say she's an undesirable, she's not fit, friendly, and feminine. She's a big girl. We all know what the black men say about dark-skinned women. She's everything that a lot of black men would say, that she doesn't deserve a high-value man. She doesn't deserve a man with money. She doesn't deserve a man who loves her, protects her, respects her at all. She doesn't deserve that. And on top of that, she is a high-earning woman, right? She got her own coin. So now Gabourey has come out and said she had a little private wedding in her apartment, her and her boyfriend, and they're now happily married. And he seems to be gushing about her and just saying how much he loves her and adores her. Let me tell you something, black woman. There is somebody out there for you. There is somebody out there for you. Don't lower your standards for these Pookies and Ray Rays, as they say. Don't lower your standards for these guys. There's someone out there that will bend backwards for you. No matter how big you are, how dark you are, how you wear fake hair, and how you wear makeup. There's someone out there for you. Let none of these people make you feel like you're undesirable or you will never find love because you're a big girl, because you're a dark-skinned woman, because you wear wigs. There's somebody out there for you, and sometimes he's not a black man. And I think that's something that black women need to understand. Like, the love of your life might not be a black man. Stop fishing from the same pond.
So now I want to get, using that as a base argument, let's get back to these photos. She's out not doing any errands, and you see her there. Looks like she's getting groceries there. And then that's her and the husband. And according to Media Takeout, there are some people on Black Twitter who said that she has a striking resemblance to Notorious Big. In other words, she looks like Notorious Big or Notorious B.I.G. in a wig. Usually Media Takeout post these particular tweets, and I cannot verify them, but I do understand this is something that people can say. It could be men, it could be black men or black women. Both of them can get on you and can roast. And I understand we have a culture of roasting. But now I want to take a page out of Brother Obsidian's book. And every black woman who marries a white man is not the enemy of black men. Okay? Just like every black man who marries a white woman is not the enemy of black women. Now, it can be that to be the case. And we certainly have seen that. But I want to discourage black men. If you see somebody like this out in public, and there's somebody that you feel is, maybe the most attractive, and then they're with a white man, I think it's personal to maybe you think those things. But now, to insult her, to say that she looks like Notorious Big with a wig and all that, I think it's unnecessary. And I'm gonna tell you why. Gabby is not a swirler. I mean, she's not a divester. She might be that in her movements, but she's not online talking about down on black men, talking down on the black brothers, saying that they can't. She's not Lonnie Love. She's not Summer Walker. She's not Vivica Fox. She's not Claudia Jordan. Gabby Sidibe doesn't deserve that. She married a white man. Most brothers in the black community, if we want to be honest, it's not like if Gabby Sidibe came and knocked on your door, you would be just like, oh, okay, well, let me get married here today. Some brothers would, but we all know what, a lot of brothers might not be so open to that. And when black men, if that's what we're doing on Black Twitter, when we start to make those comments towards people that are not bothering us, it just makes the case bad for black men as a whole. And then you get hit with the bullying thing. So then what happens is people start saying, oh, these black men, and even sometimes brothers in the comment section. Brothers in the comment section will come in, some of you brothers will come in saying some immature things, saying hateful things in general, like very bad things. Some I can't even delete them all right? And then what happens is somebody runs that screenshot and says, okay, you see how these black men are talking? Let's leave if you're going to have some arguments for people, leave it for those who are talking down on the brothers. Not for women in the black community or the men who they live in their life. If they want to go and marry a white person, God bless them. I'm a straight hardcore pro-black saying this. I agree very harshly against, me personally, interracial dating for the community that I'm currently in. But when I see brothers and sisters doing it, as long as they're not down talking the black community or down talking, these white people are better than the blacks and these white women are better than black women. Long as you don't have that connotation, if it's better for you personally, then just say that. But I think that it is really unfair if you have black men down talking this lady, and I understand what she looks like. We all can clearly see it. Okay. That she might be in certain people's opinions, a heavy set lady or whatever. Fine. I will say that the young lady also did a marvelous job in losing a lot of excess weight. So she's not bothering nobody. She don't come on blogs talking about black men. She's not on Fox Soul. Despite some of the comments I know coming from some of the brothers towards her, she never responds back. So if some of the brothers are on Twitter doing that, I please beseech you to stop, because you're not making it better. You're making it worse. We need to keep the attention at hand first on those who are spreading false lies about black men. Okay. Those who are on the side not saying nothing, we don't need to be attacking them. We need to keep our energy for those of you who like to issue and debate. Keep it for those people who are talking bad about us, the swirlers, the divestors. And even they ain't really worth a lot of the energy. But if you're going to give it to somebody, give it to the Cynthia G's and people like that. But not for somebody who's not, talking about black men. And I'm going to tell you something else about certain black women. You have black women who go out there and say the same thing about her too. At the same time. So that's just my message. A lot of the black, we got to get away from, attacking innocent bystanders and going back and forth with innocent bystanders who are just living their life. Right? They just happen to have a white spouse, a white mate. It's none of our business. But it becomes the business if she starts going on platforms talking about how bad black men are. Then you will have smoke. But if she's just living her life, let her live her life. She don't begrudge us. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.